minister. Where I live, there are a lot of pedophiles, so I'm afraid of going to the shops when it's dark. Number 6, many of us are being bullied. Many of us are being beaten. Many of us are being sexually and emotionally abused. And we are being murdered. This violence started in the days of slavery, and to this day it continues. So I ask you, what are you doing to help break the cycle? One thing you can do is to listen to us. We are living with this violence every day. We are seeing it happen all around us, and we have a lot to say. Over the last 3 months, almost 300 children in 3 parishes spoke up about violence at sessions organized by UNICEF, the Office of the Children's Advocate, and Talk Up Youth. We learned about the rights we have in the Convention on the Rights of the Child, and we reasoned about what it means to have these rights, like the right to share our thoughts as we are here doing today. Let me bring you into our world. I will now read some of the experiences of violence that were shared by children at these sessions. This is what they wrote in their own words. Number 1, between the age of 5 to 10, I was exposed to physical abuse. It was a case where I had been beaten to the point where it felt like nothing to me. Her excuse for beating me so harshly was that she was trying to discipline me, but still it didn't cover up for her scars that are left from her gruesome disciplinary actions that are still haunting me today. Number 2, I have seen gunmen kill men. Number 3, I have been sexually abused by my father's friend. Number 4, I have seen parents verbally, emotionally, and physically abuse their child or children because of their reports. The children were told that they were worthless and would not turn out to be anything good in life. This left the children feeling unwanted, deserted, and some even started to feel suicidal. My grandmother lives in a very bad community, and sometimes I have to stay with her. Gunshots are fired very often. Most of the times it's with the intention of killing someone. Often shots are fired very close to her house. I have witnessed multiple drive-by shootings, stabbings, and people being killed at her doorstep. At my age, these things are very terrifying. These are only 6 of the hundreds of experiences that were shared by children just in the last 3 months. At every one of these sessions, most of the children had either experienced or witnessed violence. This means a lot of children in Jamaica are dealing with a lot of pain. Research from around the world shows that this kind of trauma can have negative effects on all aspects of a child's development, and it can have a lasting impact. Children who have been traumatized by violence have higher risks of school dropout, drug abuse, depression, diabetes, heart disease, and involvement with violence and crime. I don't want to live in a Jamaica where the children are so hurt by violence they grow up to hurt themselves or to hurt other people? Do you? Do you? Thank you.
It's so sad that Jamaicans are so accustomed to poor leadership that when intelligent, sensible people hold the current government accountable or speak out about the injustice of the current government, boy, let me be respectful. I don't want to call y'all idiots, but it just seems so stupid to me that you're going to defend poor leadership. Like, do you not have standards? Do you not have children? Do you not want a better future for them? Because that's what you're telling me. The fact that you are content with this hogwash leadership tells me that not only do you not love yourselves, you don't even love your kids to want to give them a better future. And for those of you saying that the government is doing such a good job, give specifics and stop talking claptrap on people's pages. Because you just saying, oh, it's good with nothing behind it is you saying a whole lot of nothing. And furthermore, when you choose to be a leader, you choose to be in a position where you are held accountable. Just like if you are a parent, you chose to have kids, so you chose that responsibility and you chose to be in a position where you can be held accountable if you are not taking care of those responsibilities. So as a parent, you're not minding your child. That's why you can be taken to court for maintenance. That's why kids have rights, so that parents can do right by them, and if they are not, they can be held accountable by the law. And it's the same with the government. Just like how a parent choose to have kids, the PM himself chose to be a leader. Nobody never dig him up in Spanish Town and beg him to serve the Jamaican people. Him take up himself and decided he wanted to serve. He's the same one who swore to be a good and faithful prime minister. Not my words, his. So holding him accountable has nothing to do with my personal feelings towards him. Holding him accountable has to do with his leadership, what he promised to do and what he ought to do based on the trust that Jamaicans have given him to serve as prime minister.
So we're raising our voice in concert against Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party government. The corruption, the police brutality that them allowed to happen, the broken roads and sidewalks and drains, dilapidated schools and hospitals, the pay increase that they give to themselves. And him say we must raise our voice against anything when him corruption.
Mr. Andrew Holness, we are coming from school, Troy High in Trelawney. Look what we have to cross. Look, no bridge, all cow in the water, cow Joan from bank side. Look there. Look on the bridge, capture every bridge over there. So. Look, we have to risk with life. Risk
life to get
risk education. Look on the bridge over the cross. Look.
I do want to talk about my hello, no need to do something.
Mr. Andrew Holness, I say, if you see this, I don't need to come. Come look on the bridge. Look on the condition we have to go through every day. You see all that hurricane season now, Mr. Andrew Holness. We can't take it no more. Bridge, say.
Gruesome report that has gripped the country all day. A woman and her 4 children are dead. A community left in shock, and a manhunt on for a person of interest in New Road, Chapelton, Clarendon. Investigators have revealed that the killings resulted from a domestic dispute. We have extensive coverage this evening, beginning with Kirk Wright, who visited the community today.
A community angered by the merciless killing of 5 family members looked on as the police painstakingly processed the crime scene.
About 7:50 this morning, the police were contacted that their family member went to a home and found 5 persons killed in the house.
The 5 include the mother, Kemisha Wright, who is 34 years old. The children have been identified as 15-year-old Kimani Smith, 10-year-old Shemani Smith, and 5-year-old Kefani Smith. The youngest, Tishon Henry, was just 23 months old. They were all found with their throats slashed.
They seem to have been killed with some sharp implement.
The 5 deceased were the only occupants of the house until 2 months ago, when we were told a relative started staying there. The police have now listed that relative as a person of interest.
One Rushane Barnett, OC Jet. He's also of Wilson Run Trelawney, or Papine in St. Andrew. He's 23 years old and is a cousin of the deceased.
The police say from all indications, the killing might have stemmed from a family dispute.
I heard that he borrowed some money from she also, and then like she asked for the money, and then afterward, it caused a problem.
The children's grandmother says the family member, who is also the person of interest, left the house early this morning.
He disappear. I sleep there with them last night.
So person saw him packing up?
He pack up from yesterday and put on him bag over his house. I tell my son say he must control the room now. He can't take it because he is going back to town.
Community members say the family member never displayed signs of aggression nor did anything that drew their suspicion. But the police commissioner says while he understands the community is grieving, he does not want them to take matters into their own hands. Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your host Larry. Remember, if you're watching me for the first time, kindly hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much. And to my new subscribers and my viewers, I want you to feel on board. You are much welcomed on board. And greetings to my brothers and sisters all the way from the Caribbean country. So in my video we've seen youths, children, younger children speaking up, or rather calling out Andrew Holness for the highest crime rate in the government in Jamaica, to be precise. We've seen children, these teens, speak up. For one, I'll start by reacting to the first video of this young, bold and brave kid in the parliament lecturing. I'll use lecturing, allow me to. This young kid lecturing Andrew Holness and explaining that they are even afraid of stepping out of their homes. They are afraid of going to school. We've had cases of children being murdered in Jamaica, and that's bringing up to a very high crime rate. And it makes people question this leadership of Mr. Andrew Holness. Like, are those people you assigned to that sector doing the job? Or are they just sleeping and taking money from the poor citizens of Jamaica and taking it back to their pockets? This young kid, he's so brave. We've all seen how courageous he is in throwing questions to the PM. He has said that they can't even go to school, and that in that case that will lead to a high rate of school dropouts. In the other video, of which I'll react to it's of this young girl in Trelawney. We've seen her make a bold step, make this video showing out that the rivers are flooded and there is no bridge. She has stated that they have to face danger in search of education. They are risking their lives to go to school. Question is, what's wrong with the government? What's not happening? Are these people sleeping on their jobs? We've had cases of tax money missing. That money is supposed to cater for these infrastructures. There is supposed to be a bridge there. Now look at these young kids speaking up, showing the PM of Jamaica how they are affected. Parents are risking the children's lives. These kids are risking their lives. Even the parents are risking their lives. We've also had cases of women being murdered in Jamaica. You know, the youths are holding but PM Andrew Holness accountable for this, because they said when you choose to be a leader, there is a burden that comes with it. You should know that that title comes with a lot of task. And if you're not ready to protect the people, if you are not ready to work for the people, then you shouldn't be called a leader. They are only holding you accountable for it because you are the leader of the Jamaica. Others say that you are just a politician who only cares about your power, your seat, and about the next election, instead of caring for the rights or for the well-being of the Jamaicans and of generally the country of Jamaica. They say you took an oath to protect and serve the people of Jamaica. But lately we've seen cases of crime rate increase in Jamaica. For instance, the mass killing in Clarendon, where there's a life of a 9-year-old, or rather was it a 7-year-old, taken. Innocent lives are being taken. These people chose you to lead them. They had a reason for choosing you. They believed in you. But suddenly turning, or rather it seems like their choice of leader has turned their back on them. You are supposed to protect and serve these people, not just your own benefit. And guys, you should know that I'm not supporting any political party in Jamaica, just to be precise. But I'm speaking up because if something is wrong, then it's wrong. It's not a matter of which political party one is supporting, but if something is done wrong, if somebody is doing something wrong, people have to speak up. And I'm speaking up, and I'm the voice of those Jamaicans who can't speak up. That's why we took to the internet to make these videos, to speak up for those who have no voice and for those who their hands are tied. So guys, remember, vote in a leader, not a politician. Vote in a leader or other person who has a better vision for your country, not just a person who cares for the seat, not just a person who cares for the power, and not just a person who cares for the next election. So remember, I'm your host Larry. If you're watching me for the first time, kindly hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share. And until we meet again on my next video, peace out.